This is the final episode in the series. In this episode we're going to look at locking off map points. First thing we do is look at locking off warp points only, because you might just want to lock just the warp points off and allow your player to move freely around each island area. So if we go ahead, create an empty game object, and we call it map point locker. And if I copy that, we want to create a new C# script. Let me delete that because that messed up. Try that again. Create new C# script, map point locker. And once that's compiled, we'll attach it to the game object we've just created. Okay, before we go any further, we want to go into our project settings and our script execution order. We want to put our player controller, and we'll set that at 400. And our data manager, we're set at -400, because we want our data manager to run first, so everything else will pick up afterwards. So we'll select apply there. Now we can see our data managers at the top and our player controllers at the bottom. So if we now open up our map point locker script, okay, we're going to start with our variables, and we either want a list or an array. It can be private, but we'll make it a serialized field. I'm going to use an array, and I'm going to call it map points. We don't want start or update, we want awake. So let's get rid of those and put our awake function in. And then we just need the set map point method. So let's put that in. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to check our data manager, and we're going to check if level 2 is locked, and if level 2 is locked, we're going to lock any points. The same with level 3, 4 and 5. In our case 5, we don't want to do anything. If level 4 is locked, remember indexes go from 0, so if level 4 is locked, we want to lock corner 3 off. If level 3 is locked, we want to lock warp 1 off. And if level 2 is locked, we want to lock corner 1 off. But first thing like I said we're going to do is just look at locking off just the waypoints, warp points. So if you want your player to move around and just not be able to access the warp points, then we can do that. But what we need to do is go into our player controller, go down to the select level method, and where it's got not current point is locked, if we will copy that and put that down here where we teleport the player, so where it's a warp point, and if it's not auto warp and current point is locked, and then we need to scroll up into our check map point, and where we've got auto warp, also put and current point isn't locked. So if we now save those, jump back into Unity, I can go to my map point locker. I want 3 components. I want corner 1, warp 1 and corner 3. I want to go into my map point locker. Why is it opening up another window? I don't know. And we just want to lock off the warp point, so we're going to do map points point 1 dot is locked equals true. Go ahead, save that, jump into Unity. We've got our map locker all sorted. So if we now click play, you'll see the warp point is locked. I can walk up to it, but I can't do anything. If I disable that, and we just tick, and we check the auto warp on both the warps, because we haven't checked those yet, you'll now see the warp point isn't locked. And when I walk into it, hopefully it should automatically teleport me over to this map. I walk out, that level's locked, and that automatically teleports me back. Brilliant. So that's all working, so we can turn our map point locker back on. Now we need to lock off corner 1 and corner 3. And then we just need one quick change to our player controller, and that's us done. So as it's going to open up Visual Studio again, let's open up our map point locker. So we'll copy that. Corner 1 is the first element in our array, so that'd be element 0. We want to lock corner 3, which is the third element in our array, which will be 2. Okay, now we want to go into our player controller, into our check input methods, and where we've got our current point up, right, etc. We need to now check if the current point isn't locked, and if it's not locked, then we'll allow it to move to the current point. So if we do and current point dot up dot is locked, and we want not in front of that. Now if we copy that, we can paste that, change up for right, up for down, and finally left. Save that. So we've done our map points array. We've blocked that off in our check input. Now we can jump back into Unity. Click play. You can now see that corner's locked off, the warp point's locked off. I can't move. I jump into level 1. That has now unlocked my map. I can walk to level 2. I can jump into level 2. That's now opened up our warp zone. I can now go up to our warp zone, which is going to teleport me automatically over to level 3. I can go to level 3, but I can't get into level 4. So I can jump into level 3. Now I can come down to this T. I can't go to level 5, but I can go to level 4. Finally we jump into level 4. And that should have opened everything up. So that's how you can knock off your map points. Hope you've enjoyed the series. Hope you find it useful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.